Hello everyone and welcome to Luminar Coffee Break. I'm Angela Andrieux and today we're going to be talking about how to make food photos look mouth-watering. So the key to good food photography is always lighting. So you want to make sure that you're in a spot with good even lighting. Natural lighting near a window works really well. You don't want any heavy shadows. You don't want it to be too dark because you'll end up with a lot of noise that you have to clean up. So if you get a nice, well-lit photo of food, I'm going to show you how to take that photo into Luminar and how to really bring out those mouth-watering details that are going to make people, either your clients if you're a product photographer or your friends on Instagram, want to take a bite of whatever it is that you're sharing. Before I jump in too far today, I wanted to remind you to mark your calendars. Coming up on December 10, we have Luminar Live, and we're going to be showcasing the new Luminar AI. The show is going to have our CEO Alex Sepko, Rich Harrington, and a whole bunch of our ambassadors there to have a roundtable discussion and be presenting new tips and tricks of how to use Luminar AI. So we hope you'll join us. That's December 10 at 10 a.m. Eastern, so that's going to be 7 a.m. Pacific. You can find information on our website at skylum.com/Luminar-live. We'll make sure we get a link up in the show notes for you as well. But for now, make sure you mark your calendar. We'll get that posted on our Facebook page and on Insiders as well. So we hope to see you there. It's bound to be an awesome event. So with that, let's go ahead and jump into Luminar. Y'all should have Luminar up on your screen now. And I've got a photo from one of our educators, Nicole Young, fabulous photographer, fabulous food photographer. And you see that we have this beautiful image of a hamburger. Now, I don't know about you, but this makes me want to bite into that delicious looking meal. So what I'm going to do is show you my before, and you can see that it's a very well lit photo. So Nicole's a professional. She does these images regularly, so we know that she made sure she had good lighting for the image. But straight out of the camera, it's a little bit flat. It needs a little bit of love to really make all of those mouth-watering details come to life. So here's our after photo. Before I show you how I did that, let me go ahead and pop over here to the comments for a minute. I want to say hello to Pat and I want to say hello to Julie. She's also excited. Hey Russ, good to see you. Let's see, Badfish Cafe, greetings from Bali. Awesome. And hello Sandra. I'm so glad you all are able to join me today. All right, let's go ahead and walk through this edit. Here, let's go. Oh, I think Julie is asking if it's going to be on YouTube. The Luminar Live, go to our website and it's going to be skylum.com/Luminar-live, and you'll be able to sign up for it there. I'll also make sure I go ahead and put that into the comments so that way you guys have access to that as well. So let's go ahead and jump back into the image. I've got my templates up here on the screen. Actually, before I start editing, let me go here to my history, and I'm just going to go back to my original so we can start over. All right, so back to templates. First thing I want to do is look at the For This Photo section. And in this category, we have objects, influencer, and big screen. With the food photo, my first thought was to go to influencer, because if you have, whether you're doing it commercially or you're doing it for fun to share your food with your friends, you know, influencer seems like a good place to start when those photos are going to go, probably on Instagram or Facebook or something like that. So let's go into the influencer collection. And I looked through these earlier and I really liked Evening Glow, which is right here. And you'll see that just kind of brightened up the image a little bit, gave it a little bit more pop. So let's take a look at that before and after. And it did some good stuff, but I want to refine it. So from there, I'm going to go ahead and click on Edit. And we're going to start by going into the film grain. So you'll notice it's a very subtle, but this particular template added film grain. And it's not one of my favorite attributes. Some people love it. Some people like the ambiance that it adds. It's not for me. So I'm going to go to film grain here on the Creative tab. And I'm just going to click to reset that tool and get that film grain out of the way. So let's go ahead and zoom back out and let's balance our exposure a bit. We'll go over to our Essentials tab and into Enhance AI. And I'm going to go ahead and pull that Accent AI up a little bit more. And you'll see that just adds a little bit more contrast. It opened up the shadows a little bit more. I think that's looking great. You know what? We could easily be done there and have it be a very, very good picture. But I want to take it just a tiny bit further. We'll go into our structure. Now in an image like this, we want to bring out details, but we don't want to make them crunchy. And if we use that overall amount slider, it's going to get crunchy and not very attractive really quickly. So I'm going to double click on that handle and instead just use boost and give that just a tiny bit, and it brings out a little bit of extra detail without going over the top, without getting the details to be overemphasized. So let's take a look at that before and after. It's a very subtle change. Next thing I want to do is add a little bit of richness to this with the mystical tool. So we'll go back over to creative and I'll go to mystical, and I'm going to go ahead and bring that up to the right fairly strong. Let me take a look here at the comments. Let's see here. Russ is saying he lost the feed. Hopefully it comes back up. Pat's saying she's getting a spinning circle. Well, that's not good. It looks like I'm still connected, so hopefully everything comes up okay. I'm going to go ahead and continue for now, and hopefully it reconnects. I'm so sorry if there's any connectivity problems. All right, so let's go ahead and pull that mystical up, and you'll see that it actually smoothed out the photo a little bit more than I want it to. So we'll pull that smoothness down, and we'll go ahead and pull those shadows back up because mystical tends to collapse those shadows a little bit. And then the last thing I want to do is bring up the warmth, and that's going to warm up that overall glow that was added by this tool. And we'll bring that up to the right. You can just see that makes that light feel a little warmer, makes that plate feel a little warmer. I think right about there looks delicious. So let's go ahead and take a look at our before and our after. I think that looks pretty fabulous. So let me know in the comments what you think, and I'll be sure to add in that link to Luminar Live once I go ahead and end the broadcast. With that, I want to wish you guys a really wonderful day. I hope you get out there, make some photos, get some great food photos. If you post them online, make sure you tag me. I would love to see them. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will see you on Thursday. Bye-bye.